This is Chris Lee of Southeastern 14 with an SEC baseball recap. We can count down the number of the days in the college baseball season now. Maybe just one more left as LSU beats Florida 4-3 on a Saturday night in Omaha. And my goodness, this was another classic game and just a series of classic games in Omaha. And full disclosure, we had a daughter's birthday in my house this weekend. That is an all-consuming event, so I didn't get to see all of it, but I saw a lot of it, including the most important parts. And let's get to the chase here. Floyd for LSU, who's just been really good in postseason, was just outstanding again. He sets, I can't remember if he tied or broke a 9-inning record for strikeouts in the College World Series with 17, was just mowing down a Florida lineup that is one of the best in the country, maybe the best in the country. I think that short list is probably LSU, Wake Forest, and Florida, depending on your preference. But wherever you go with it, Floyd was awesome. And that's something he's been increasingly good in the postseason. LSU's pitching has been increasingly good in the postseason. That includes Riley Cooper. We'll get to him in a minute. But LSU, kind of a frustrating night offensively for the Tigers, just leaving guys on all over the diamond. LSU left 17 guys on base for the night, and it scored its home runs on home runs. Got one out of Tommy White, got one out of Gavin Dugan early. Florida countered. BT Riopelle had a home run. So we go to the late innings, and it's a tie ball game. So we go to extra innings again because that's what we do in Omaha these days is we go to extra innings. And so Florida's threatening off Riley Cooper in the 10th. And Josh Pearson makes one of the absolute best catches of the tournament, maybe the best catch of a tournament, a liner that's, I think, 111 to left. And he makes a grab going back. I think he had to leap up to get it. It was just an absolute shot that, I don't know, the hit probability off the bat had to be probably 80%. He makes a game-saving play because Florida was a home team that would have ended it at that point. And then we go to the top of the 11th when Cade Beloso, for at least the second time this postseason, hits a home run in the late innings that ends up being a difference maker. Meant a lot to that kid. He is a Louisiana kid. He's a fifth-year senior, so really neat moment for him. That holds up in the bottom of the ninth because Riley Cooper, their big lefty, was just nails again. 3 innings, no runs, 3 strikeouts, and needed 46 pitches to finish off the Gators. For Florida, Brandon Sproat, you've gotten the good Sproat, the bad Sproat. The line wasn't awful, 4 innings, 2 runs, but just had issues throwing strikes through 79 pitches over 4 innings. Cade Fisher came in, was pretty good, but felt like LSU had him on the ropes a time or two, couldn't cash in. Same thing for Brandon Neely. Both had good lines. But my goodness, the Gators walked 8 guys in 11 innings and gave up, 11 hits. Florida got just 6 hits, and LSU only walked 2 guys. So LSU really had runners on a lot more than did the Gators. But again, couldn't cash in, and then Beloso hits that late home run to left, and the pitching staff makes it stand up in a 4-3 win. And what a difference of seasons there's been for LSU is the pitching has just come through time and time again in the postseason, and it has for Florida for the most part too. That's what got both teams here. In this case, Floyd, again, their number 2 starter has been really good. I think one of the most important things about what happened on Saturday night is LSU getting this first one. Obviously, you were in the driver's seat when you get the first win, but I think that maybe puts the possibility of throwing Paul Skeens in a game 3, which LSU at worst will get to. So if you're Florida, you got to see that guy again. We don't know who's going to throw for LSU Sunday. I have seen that heard about as a possibility. That seems like, I don't remember what his pitch count was the last game he pitched, but that seems like maybe a good possibility. You got Griffin Herring, who's thrown well in this event, and you got Nate Ackenhausen, who's thrown, but I think he threw, Thursday night against LSU? I get my days mixed up. So I don't know how Jay Johnson sorts out the pitch count on these and who to throw in, but those are probably your better options if you're LSU. I'm sure it's going to most likely be a piece it together. I mean, I say a sure. Nobody had Nate Ackenhausen going, 6 innings the other night. So LSU seems to just keep getting more out of its pitchers, not named Skeens, than maybe most think is possible most nights. So let's not undersell LSU's pitching here. It has been phenomenal in this event. So Florida will throw Hurston Waldrop, who's got that the fastball that gets into the high 90s and the split finger that just does a nasty pitch. Control is an issue with him. We'll see if that pops up or not. LSU not a team you want to walk, and that's not a ballpark you want to throw wild pitches in either with the vast foul territory. So that's going to be a little bit of a challenge for Florida, is to throw strikes and not throw wild pitches with guys on base. That is a thing that can make you pay in Omaha, where runs have come at a premium. So anyway, congratulations to LSU on winning game one. Very interested to see what happens on Sunday as these two teams face off. Of course, if LSU wins it, it will be the deciding game. If Florida wins it, we'll go to Monday in what could just be an epic game. I think in that case, Florida, we'd see bring Caglione back, and who knows what could happen if we get to Monday. But maybe we don't get to Monday. The way LSU has been pitching and hitting, Tigers could wrap it up on Sunday. But we'll see what happens. We'll be here to talk about it when it's done. Best way to catch that, hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. That helps our ratings a little bit too, helps us get noticed. We've got football content coming out a lot too, so be sure to check that out as we cover all 14 teams in the SEC for the coming season. I'm Chris Lee for Southeastern 14. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.